Today we're going to be talking about how to build discipline and consistency in your life and in trading. What's up, you guys? It's Keith from Stock Hours, back again with another educational video. So one of the biggest things we always talk about in trading is having discipline and having consistency. How do we build discipline and consistency? Today's video is going to answer that. There's a few main points that I like to talk about when it comes to discipline. And like we always say, it's not only in trading that discipline matters, it's also just in your outside regular life. First, we're going to talk about what does discipline actually mean. Discipline is basically just doing things that you know you need to do, even though you might not necessarily want to. The first and easiest way to start building discipline and consistency is make your bed when you wake up. Maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be in the morning. If you work in the afternoon, whenever you get up out of bed, make your bed as soon as you get up. Make that the first thing that you do. Not only does it help build discipline and consistency, it also clears your head. Whenever your room is a mess or your house is a mess, it causes a lot of brain fog that you might not necessarily know you have, but compare the difference to how you feel when you have a clean, picked up house and a clean, picked up area to work in versus everything's strung out, everything's a mess. You're just going to be able to focus a lot better on the things that are actually important. So that is number one, make your bed when you wake up. Number two, we're going to pretend that you have a job where you clock in, clock out, or you just have to show up and leave at the same time every day. Because that's the way most people are. This one's pretty basic, but make sure you always show up on time. Make sure you always do what you actually need to be doing at work. Don't slack off. Don't waste your time while you're there. If you get to work and you get everything that you need to get done, that means you have extra time where you can be studying, where you can be doing other things that you need to be doing, whether it's coming to the lessons, whether it's actually trading, because I know some people have a job where they are allowed to be on their computers and do other things that they need to be doing, as long as they actually get their work completed. So number three, based on your schedule, whenever you're working, whenever you're not working, you need to be going to the gym every single day. I don't care if you're lifting every day. I don't care if you're running every day. You can lift 3 to 5 days a week if you want to, and just go for the other 2 days and do a little bit of cardio. The main factor is just getting yourself in the gym. Now, me personally, I like to structure my day where I go to the gym about the same time every single day, but I'm not even saying you have to go as far as being there at the exact same time. If you want to, you can go in the morning before market open, before work, or if you don't have time that morning, you can go later in the day. The only thing that matters is making yourself actually go. Not only is this going to help build your discipline, this is also going to help you get in better shape, obviously. Everybody knows that when you're in better shape, life gets a lot easier. Not a ton easier, but people treat you with more respect, you feel better, and you actually want to get up in the morning. You have energy to do the things that you want and need to do. Another thing that I personally like to do is eat healthy every day. I want to eat healthy every single day of the week, because if I don't eat healthy, I'm going to feel like garbage. And you don't have to be as strict as I am on certain things, but I personally eat the same thing for every single meal just because I know that that's what I need to be eating. That's also what I know fits my calories, fits my protein, fits my carb intake, all that kind of stuff. If you want to, you can do that as well. If you're the type of person where you're going to go insane if you're eating the same thing for every meal, then I don't recommend that one. But that is also another big form of discipline and consistency for me, is I have the same meals every single day. So now we're going to get down to the actual trading aspects of discipline and consistency. So trading wise, you want to make sure that you're charting out your plays every single day, whether it's the night before, whether it's the morning of. I personally like to check the night before and just kind of get a view for where everything's at. And then the morning of, I'll go in and refine my actual watch list for the day. This should be obvious enough, but we see so many people that come in and they'll show up 2 minutes before market open. They'll have no idea what's going on. They'll have no idea what to look at. And then they're all flustered when it comes to market open and don't even know what to do. So moral of that, make sure you're charting every day. Make sure you're writing down your trade plans every day. And make sure you're following your rules. I would personally recommend picking up a journal, just so you have something where you can write out your trade plans and you can write out your rules every day before the market opens, just so you have a fresh reminder before the market opens. And for me personally, it helps everything stay fresh on my mind, so I'm actually paying attention to the charts and also making sure that I'm thinking about, okay, don't break these rules because I just wrote them down, I just read them, and I don't want to have to journal that I didn't follow these things at the end of the day. Another thing trading wise is, obviously, we always say this, but journal your trades. Whenever you're done taking a trade or whenever you're done trading, whichever works better for you, make sure you write down everything that you were thinking while you were in a trade, everything that you could improve on, everything that you did well, and just overall make sure you're writing these things down so you can actually go back, reflect, and then build new rules on top of that. Because if you don't have any baseline for what you're doing wrong, you can't write any rules to help improve that. Some people I do recommend, if you're a beginner trader and you're just taking random trades back to back to back to back, and you're coming out some of them green, some of them red, it's just random, you don't have a plan for it, you should be writing down and journaling after each individual trade, because what this is actually going to do is you're going to only take your setups that you've written down and planned out that are actually important to you, and you won't have time to take the other ones that are just random and showing up out of nowhere because you'll be busy writing. This helps prevent a lot of overtrading, and I wish I started doing that sooner when I was a beginner because it does help out a lot. So if you guys haven't noticed, the trend in this video so far is basically you need to be doing all of these specific things just so your brain is clear and focused on the main priority in the day, which is taking accurate trades and following your rules, being consistent with your trading. All these outside things affect how you are trading because your brain's working 100 miles an hour thinking about all this clutter, all these things you have to do, all the stuff that I mentioned earlier, if you don't get that handled first. Instead of focusing on all these other things, you really just need to be zoned in on the charts. So I really hope this helped you guys out. I hope you guys can start building a more consistent and more disciplined life. And if it did help you out, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the free live charting sessions on Wednesday nights. Peace.